In the face of rising costs and inflation, millions of Americans are hoping to receive some much-needed relief. The U.S. government has stepped in to offer financial support, and in 2025, there's anticipation surrounding the release of $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks. These payments are designed to help citizens navigate the financial challenges brought on by the pandemic, inflation, and rising living expenses. While many have heard about these checks, it's important to note that the program hasn't been officially confirmed yet. Still, the idea of receiving these direct deposit checks is a lifeline for many Americans, providing the funds necessary to keep up with monthly expenses and alleviate some of the financial burdens they face. Let's dive deeper into the details of what these checks are all about and how you can stay informed about the status of the program. First, we'll take a look at the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks. These payments would be distributed to eligible Americans with the hopes of helping those struggling with the increasing cost of living. The Internal Revenue Service, IRS, has long been the department responsible for distributing payments to eligible taxpayers, and various other government bodies work to assist vulnerable groups within the U.S. Whether through programs such as Social Security, SSI, or SSDI. The government has continually aimed to support citizens in times of need. This relief is especially vital given the economic challenges many Americans face during the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to widespread financial instability. One of the ways the U.S. government is expected to provide assistance is through $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks, which would offer much-needed relief. For some, these payments could be their primary source of income, helping them cover their monthly expenses and combat the rising costs of living. The $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks are expected to be part of a broader relief effort for Social Security, SSI, and SSDI beneficiaries. These three programs, which are administered by the Social Security Administration, SSA, provide critical financial assistance to seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income individuals. Although these payments have yet to be officially confirmed, the program is being discussed across news outlets and among financial experts. It's important to note that the checks have not yet been fully approved by the authorities. Therefore, no one can be sure of when these payments will be distributed or how much they will receive. But it is clear that the government is working on potential relief for struggling citizens. The payments are designed to support those in need, but they won't be available to everyone. The eligibility criteria for the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks have been outlined by the SSA and are aimed at helping citizens who have been financially impacted by inflation, disability, or retirement. So, who will qualify for these payments? Let's go over the key eligibility criteria. First, the applicant must be living in the United States with permanent citizenship. This ensures that only those who have contributed to the U.S. economy are able to receive financial relief through this program. Income also plays a major role in determining eligibility. Applicants must have minimal income to qualify for these payments. The threshold set by the authorities will ensure that only those who truly need assistance will be able to receive the direct deposit checks. In other words, these payments are targeted at low-income citizens who are struggling to make ends meet. For senior citizens, the minimum age requirement is 65. Seniors who meet the income threshold and other criteria would be eligible for the payments, providing them with much-needed assistance. However, this program doesn't only benefit seniors. Individuals who are blind or have disabilities are also eligible to receive these payments, as long as they meet the necessary criteria. Now that we understand the eligibility requirements, how can you apply for the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks? The process is relatively simple, but it's important to follow the steps carefully to ensure your application is processed smoothly. First, visit the official website of the Social Security Administration or the appropriate government department handling the relief payments. Here, you'll find the application form that needs to be filled out. After completing the form, you'll need to upload any required documents for verification. This may include proof of income, citizenship, or other relevant information. Once you've filled out the form and uploaded the necessary documents, you'll need to review your application to make sure everything is correct. After verifying the details, simply submit the form. It's important to double-check everything before submitting, as mistakes could cause delays or prevent you from receiving the relief you need. Now, let's talk about the latest news on the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks. While these payments are not yet confirmed, there's widespread speculation about when they might be distributed. The IRS and the Social Security Administration are expected to announce further details in the coming months. However, at this point, citizens should be cautious about relying on rumors or unverified reports. As of now, there is no official confirmation, and the program is still pending approval from the authorities. If you're wondering when you'll receive the payment, it will depend on when the government gives the green light for distribution. Once the program is approved, the government will release a schedule for the disbursement of payments. Typically, these payments are made through direct deposit, but there may also be options for paper checks or prepaid debit cards in some cases. The payment dates will depend on your status as a beneficiary. For those eligible for SSI benefits, payments are typically disbursed on the first of each month. For SSDI recipients, the payment dates are based on the individual's birth date. If your birth date falls between the 1st and 10th, you'll likely receive your payment around the 11th of the month. If your birth date falls between the 11th and 20th, expect the payment around the 18th. If your birth date falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment will likely arrive on the 24th. There are additional considerations for SSDI beneficiaries who were approved before May 1997, who may receive their payments earlier in the month. So, when will citizens actually receive these payments? The short answer is, once the government approves the program and sets a distribution date. Until that happens, the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks remain uncertain. In the meantime, it's important to stay informed and monitor the official website of the Social Security Administration for updates on eligibility and payment schedules. The best way to ensure you don't miss out on these payments is by staying proactive and checking for new announcements. To recap, the $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 direct deposit checks are expected to be a significant form of relief for citizens struggling to make ends meet. Although the program has not yet been confirmed, there are many hopeful Americans waiting for official confirmation and the opportunity to apply for this financial assistance. Remember, the eligibility requirements are clear. Citizens must meet specific criteria, including residency, income levels, and age requirements. If you're eligible, you'll need to follow the application process and submit the necessary documentation. Stay tuned for more updates and be sure to check the official website for the latest news. Thank you for listening, and if you found this information helpful, please share it with others who may benefit from this news. Don't forget to subscribe and stay informed on all the latest updates regarding financial relief programs. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.